Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we're going to be looking at the Hungarian M1950 combat helmet. Now these are a straight copy of the Soviet SSh-40 helmet. The rivet pattern is almost exactly the same. You've got one in the front, one on the side, and then one at the back. So unless you kind of have an SSH-40 right next to this, you're not going to notice much. And frankly, even if you had one right next to it, the rivet placement is so tiny, it's really almost incredibly hard to tell. The real giveaway, if you're going to be trying to identify a Hungarian versus a Soviet helmet, is going to be in the liner. If you see 3 cloth pads like this, you know you are looking at a Hungarian helmet. Also, a leather chin strap is going to be another giveaway. Generally, and I say generally because it's just generally, Soviet helmets did not have a leather chin strap like that. Soviet helmets also did not have cloth liners like this. They had like a black oilcloth that was a three cushions, but definitely not like this. It was not cloth, it was black. It was an oilcloth looking, kind of rough textured material. So if you flip one over and you see this, you know you're looking at a Hungarian. Another giveaway that is not always present is a maker's stamp, and that is a round stamp like that with a date. This is dated 1954, and it's got some manufacturer's letters in it. A Soviet helmet will generally, unless it's worn away, have the manufacturer's stamps here at the back. Obviously, you see none here, so this is a Hungarian helmet. The other thing, and this is not always the case, but if you look on the brim of the helmet and it's blank like this one is, you're generally going to be not looking at a Soviet one. The Soviet one usually, not always, but usually will have a star underneath the brim here. So if you see a star, you're probably looking at a Soviet. If you see that, you're definitely looking at a Hungarian. And if you see maker's marks back here in Cyrillic, or, you know, just generally some numbers and some boxed letters, you're going to be looking at a Soviet. But again, that liner is going to be your real giveaway there. If you see that, you know you're looking at an M50 helmet, which is really a shame that a lot of people don't know that they're looking at an M50, because they are a very unique and interesting helmet. Obviously, they are 100% Hungarian made. And they were used in the 1956 uprising against the Soviets. So these helmets did see some combat service, plus they were just the helmet that the Hungarians used for years and years and years until the M1970 came along, which was very similar to this, but had a much different liner and is kind of easier to tell and is actually much more common. These M50s are actually fairly hard to find, especially ones with the national colors on the front, like this one's got. This is just a decal that was put on the helmets. And evidence from photographs seems to show that they were used both on maneuvers and as a parade helmet. So it's just kind of interesting. You know, had a full-scale shooting war come out, I'm not really sure many of these would have gone into service, because you don't really want to target right there on your head. But they were used. Also, you can tell because the difference between a Hungarian M50 and a Soviet SSH-40 based on the color. The Hungarian M50s tend to be a little more sort of dark green than the Soviet ones, which are almost kind of more of a pea green. These are very much almost similar to the US M1 color. So it's a subtle difference, but it's there. And if you are familiar at all with the colors that the Soviets used on their SSH-40s, both during the war and post-war, it's just not the same. So if you were contemplating buying an SSH-40 or an M50, I hope this is kind of giving you some things to look out for. Also, you're not always going to see this decal on them, so that's kind of a rarity. Most of the M50s don't seem to have that decal. But if you're looking to get one and you look on any of the major auction sites, you're going to see a lot of M50s misidentified as SSH-40s, and they're going to be claimed to be World War II. They're not. They're Cold War. And it really kind of does a disservice to a very interesting helmet that is, 100% Hungarian made and 100% of national origin, and should be considered in its own right as a very interesting piece of the Cold War. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope this has helped you in making a decision of what to buy. Remember to like and subscribe.